the Lord sent you to Curtis Wells.
Josiah?
No, he's right. It sounds prideful, unless you realize that it's the Lord himself who slays the snakes and the serpents. I'm but his humble servant.
Reverend, I appreciate your dedication, but our little town is scarcely the devil's playground.
Sodom and Gomorrah were little towns, Dr. Cleese. They had the lists of dens of iniquity. No, sin is sin. Wickedness is not confined to big cities.
We have our share, believe me.
Indeed you do. Back over here, we have a house of ill repute, glorifying an endless fornication. And there is a premises set up to provide constant inebriation, dulling of the senses. At the end of the street is an establishment dedicated to robbing men of their hard-earned money, only to line the silken pockets of a predatory scavenger.
Who's that?
Some tambourine rattler. Says he's gonna rid Curtis Wells of sin and corruption.
Is that right? Well, I trust the man's got nothing else to occupy his time for the next 1,000 years. How do I look?
Just like a buffalo's bottom.
Yeah. I should have plugged you when we were just kids.
Yeah, well, who would be your best man then, Lukey?
Isn't this a rare pleasure? The Grissom brothers in my town in the middle of the week.
Well, don't get your hopes up too high there, Mosby. We don't plan on leaving any of our gold on your tables.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Luke's bride-to-be is arriving today.
Is what?
Woman.
Found a write-up on her in a bride's catalog, and I sent away for her. Just like sending away for a new suit.
Well, let's just hope she fits.
She will.
Here she comes.
My female passenger, she's been stolen. Big, ugly fella. Face looked like it was chopped in half and sewn back together by some drunk. He held me up at gunpoint and then he took off with her. It's too bad. She was a pretty little thing, too.
Saddle up, Sheriff. Somebody stole my bride.
Snatched her right off the supply wagon.
And just what do you expect me to do?
Go get her.
You're the sheriff, ain't you?
Where was she taken?
Driver said about an hour's ride out.
On the edge of the Badlands. Well, you got about as much chance of finding anyone out there as a mule laying eggs. Hey, it's out of my jurisdiction, boys.
Sheriff, I've been robbed of something that belongs to me.
His woman.
You want a woman? Go over to Twyla's.
You don't understand. I ordered this woman so I wouldn't have to pay for it anymore.
Well, I suggest you boys go back to working your claim. Because by the looks of it, I got a feeling you're both going to be paying for it for some time to come.
tell you do just about anything for the right price.
What's this about? What sorrow so had the dumb luck to cross you?
It ain't like that.
I want you to go after the son of a bitch that stole the woman I bought and bring them both back.
Bring him back yourself.
Hell. You're a skilled tracker and we ain't. God knows what he's done to that poor girl.
Bring the woman back. It's yours.
When I bring a woman back, I'll take another one just like this one.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. From dust thou art, and to dust thou shalt return, so saith the Lord. And when that day of final reckoning arrives for each and every one of us, brothers and sisters, as it will you greet your Redeemer with a clean slate? Or will you crawl to him on your hands and knees, burdened with the weight of your earthly transgressions? Hear this! It is never too late to repent. To say, Lord, I have sinned, and I am sorry.
Lord, I have sinned and I love it.
You mock the Lord at your peril, brothers. Even divine patience can be pushed too far.
So can mine. A lot of hot air.
Looks like your flock done scattered, preacher man, like the sheep they are.
Get away! Scott will kill you!
Where is he?
Leave!
I can't. See, you're the reason I'm here.
Clean them and cook them. Now then, what do you want?
Her.
She's mine. She belongs to me.
No! Don't kill him, please.
You're a lucky man. But I guarantee you, your luck won't hold if I ever see your ugly face again. No.
Yeah, he's vain, a charlatan. But at the same time, a lot of what he says is true.
Josiah, don't tell me you have signed up in his army to fight Sid.
A little rebellion now and then is a good thing. Thomas Jefferson.
Don't quote Thomas Jefferson to me. Listen, this, what's his name, Bantry? Lead you nowhere. Let me tell you something. In this world, people like to sin. Proof is all around you. I mean, if they didn't, I wouldn't be a rich man now, would I?
Not if you say so.
Tell you something else. I intend on getting a whole lot richer. That no-account mining claim of the Grissom brothers turns out to be practically sitting on a mother lode.
How do you know?
Well, number one, it costs a pretty penny to buy a bride. Number two, they just paid Call with a gold nugget about the size of your head. And number three, the Josiah tells me they've been cranking out a plenty of it almost every day.
I could have sworn that was privileged information.
It is. And I paid handsomely for the privilege. You see, Josiah, the Josiah is open to bribery. He's a sinner. Just like the rest of us.
Is this a penance, or is this for medicinal purposes?
It's for the circulation. Get a bucket of water, ice cold. Sometimes it feels as though the filth of the world is in my very blood, and I must purge myself.
Resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
Amen.
You've made quite an impression on the people of Curtis Wells. Some of them have asked me to have a talk with you.
I don't know if you saw our church when you rode in.
I did. Fine building.
Well, they want you to fill it. They want you to stay in Curtis Wells and bring godliness back to this godless town.
You tell your friends I'm not leaving Curtis Wells. It's in saving this town that I saved my own soul. I fail here, and I am doomed.
May the Lord be with you.
You don't talk much, do you?
It's a free country. Don't let me hold you back, man.
I want to say thank you for not blowing Scar to Kingdom Come.
Scar? Sounds like you knew him.
Oh, I do. I was his woman for some time.
You were married to him?
Not officially. I hope you don't think any the less of me.
Makes no difference to me.
You're very understanding.
You don't seem like the kind of man a girl like you'd go off with.
Oh, I didn't go off with him. I was sold to him. Well, maybe not sold, traded for, I guess.
Traded for?
Scar gave my daddy 6 bear hides. They're really valuable, you know, and my daddy gives Scar me.
Why would he do that?
Oh, they're drinking. My daddy been so far gone and drink for so long, I guess he didn't know what he was doing. I don't know Scar did either, to tell you the truth.
I think he knew what he was doing, all right. What'd you do that for?
Because I'm grateful to you, Mr. Grissom. And I swear I'll make you a wonderful wife.
Yeah, I'm not Luke Grissom.
Oh, my lord. Well, who are you then?
Name's Call. Luke Grissom hired me to bring you to him.
Oh. I wish you told me that before I ran off with the mouth so much.
Sorry.
Well then, Mr. Call, I guess you better get on with your job of delivering me to my husband.
Last round up, ladies. The bet is still to me. 3 deuces. Bets 600.
I'd like to see you, Mosby. I'm a little short.
Well, lending house money is against house rules. But I suppose I could accept something in lieu of payment. What have you got?
The deed to our claim. I see you.
Well, that is unfortunate for you.
The end is nigh, saith the Lord! And I am his messenger! Son of a bitch! Yes! As the Lord teacheth, I turn the other cheek.
I hit that one, too.
Mattie? You must be Holly. I'm Mattie. How'd you know my name? Well, you become a very famous young lady in Curtis Wells. We all heard what happened. You must have had a lot of confidence that Mr. Call would find me. Well, generally when Mr. Call says he's going to get something done, he does. Why don't you join me? Oh, that's very kind of you. I know what it's like for a woman to arrive in a new town without any friends. Could use a friend. I could also use some food. Oh, well, I'll be right back.
I'd like to kill that meddling preacher. That pot was mine.
That Mosby seemed awful confident that pot was his, so maybe you ought to thank that preacher man. 'Cause you lost our claim, I'd had to kill you.
Is that any way for one brother to talk to another?
You remember Cain and Abel.
The nugget.
You found her?
The nugget.
This has turned out to be an expensive job.
Because I don't like you.
Where is she?
At the Dove.
It means you dogged that stole her?
He ran away. I guess he reckoned she wasn't worth dying for.
Is she worth dying for, Carl?
He might if the price is right.
Life sure takes some funny turns. Here I thought Scar had got me for good, but now here I am in a hotel room for the first time in my life. And no more Scar. No more. Well, with all the whippings and all, it was worse than living with Daddy. So I lit out, moving from town to town, until I found this marriage bureau. I reckoned I could do better finding my own man. Poor Mr. Call. When I saw him, I said to myself, Holly, your luck sure has changed. But turns out it wasn't to be. What's Mr. Grissom like? Well, he ain't like Mr. Call. Is Mr. Call married? Well, he was. His wife died. Well, why don't you marry him then, Mattie?
Now, why would I marry Call? Or anyone else?
A woman needs a man.
I prefer to think a woman needs a man when she wants one.
Well, well, well. That description you wrote don't do you justice.
It sure don't.
I'm Luke, and this is my brother Cord.
Nice to meet you.
How about a kiss?
Me too.
Little brother. She's mine. Welcome to the family. No sense hanging around. Let's go.
Wait a minute. You're not married yet. This is your bride-to-be. This ain't some horse that you just bought. You gotta have a ceremony.
Well, it's just a formality.
Well, it ain't proper.
Luke Grissom, I want a church wedding with all the trimmings.
I'll fix one up. But it's gonna be sooner rather than later.
What's that all about?
Well, if you had a sister, would you want her to marry Luke Grissom?
It's her business if she wants to marry him.
And what do you know about a woman's feelings?
Not much.
Well, maybe it's time you learned.
Harlot women, whores of Babylon, hear me now, you spawn of Satan. Desist in these sordid sins of the flesh. Do you hear me? You must stop!
Just can't picture you a married man, Luke.
Yeah. Won't affect me none. Marriage is just some word somebody says. Means you get your loving for nothing.
Can she cook?
Well, if she can't, she better learn quick, because she's gonna have 2 mouths to feed.
Well, I could cook if I wanted to.
But you don't. That's the difference between a wife and a whore.
She doesn't know what she's getting herself into.
Oh, she'll sure find out soon enough.
Down this foul den of iniquity!
This Banford buffoon has ceased to be amusing. Man's a damn fanatic.
You ask me, he's downright dangerous.
I had that christening claim in the palm of my hand. Then that lunatic came busting in, ranting and raving. I want him run out of town.
Can't do that.
What is this? Dissension in the ranks?
Common sense. There's an awful lot of folks on his side.
Sheriff, that Bantry's preaching over in front of Twyla's whipping up a crowd. I think you'd better come see about it.
For if you do not heed me now and heed this warning, you daughters of Beelzebub, then like the fabled walls of Jericho, the walls of your sinful parlor will come tumbling about your heads. Hallelujah!
Praise the Lord.
He's a real crowd pleaser. Next will be burning me in effigy.
I could just put a bullet in his back when no one's listening.
Well, that's a subtle approach.
I don't see you as having too much success yourself.
Get on the telegraph wire. Find out whatever you can about him.
That all?
Take care of the rest of it myself.
In the fire of hell and eternal damnation.
Quiet church at eventime. Takes me back when I was a boy.
What is it that brings a sinner like yourself into the house of the Lord?
What better place, Reverend?
Have you come to repent of your evil ways?
Not exactly. I've come to make a deal.
Well, the Lord doesn't make deals.
Good for him. I'm talking to you.
Lord, give me strength.
I respect a man who acts on what he believes. As a tribute to that respect, I would like to make a little contribution to enable you to spread your mission farther afield.
Taking advantage of men's weaknesses. It's what you do best, isn't it?
$50? $100?
Does anyone ever say no? Have you ever met a man you couldn't afford?
I respect a man who acts on what he believes.
Oh, Satan. You are a clever trickster.
This is no trick, Reverend. It's the real thing.
Well, as Jesus drove the moneylenders from the temple, so shall I drive your ilk from Curtis Wells. The Lord cannot be bought. Neither can I. I'm here to stay.
Over my dead body.
Sheriff's report, Fort Benton. Preacher man's last parish.
My. A fondness for the bottle. No wonder he so detests saloons.
Page 2.
In bed, drunk, with a female member of his congregation.
And not for the first time.
Nor the last. I can assure you of that.
What are you planning?
To quote a passage I just finished reading. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Been around to see her lately?
Why would I do that?
Rack your brain. Maybe you'll come up with an answer.
Look, I did a job. It's over. I'm done with.
Not very friendly, are you? Not like the Grissams. They're very friendly boys. All for one and one for all. Can't get more friendly than that now, can you?
You know what you're talking about, Rosa.
You wouldn't. You're so above it all. Never had to swim in a sewer to survive, did you? Like me. Like that poor girl will have to.
She made her bed just like anyone else.
You should have let that scar keeper call. At least that way she'd only have one pig grunting on her instead of two.
Rosa, Mosby wants to see you. Pronto.
Oh, Holly, it's lovely. Thanks. I tried my best. You are gonna be the most beautiful bride that Curtis Wells has ever seen. I don't think so. Well, you can't help it. You're just so pretty. I mean, I don't want to be a bride. Oh, Holly. I'm just so scared. Scared if I do and scared if I don't. I know what to expect from Luke. It's what I've known all my life, but waking up every morning and not knowing what to expect. To face things when you're a dummy like me. You are a somebody. You've got to understand that. How can you be so sure? Trust me. You take a chance. You find out.
Clay, may I have a word with you?
You just had 8.
It's about the church.
Oh, Josiah, if this is about Bantry, I don't want to hear it.
The church needs a new coat of paint, and I need you to authorize the money for it.
Oh, really? If the Reverend Bantry wants the church painted, then he could pray for the money. The Lord will provide. I, however, could care less.
You believe in God.
What I believe or don't believe is my own affair.
I thought so.
Don't give me that sanctimonious smirk. There's a big difference between personal faith and listening to some Bible-thumping vagabond.
Well, that Bible-thumping vagabond, as you call him, is just what this town needs. I'm going to order the paint. The Lord will provide.
You will you?
Good morning, Reverend Bantry.
Good morning.
I've come to discuss sin with you. Ever tried it? Of course you have. Or how else would you be so familiar with the way folks keep coming back to doing it over and over again? It's so easy to sin. Between you and me, it's fun too, ain't it? I love sinning. Makes me feel good all over. Don't you want to feel good again? I can make you feel good, Amos. I'll make you feel the best you ever felt. When I get through with you, you'll be howling at the moon.
Get behind me, Satan. You harlot. Slut. Get out! Before the wrath of God destroys us both.
Have a drink. Think about it, Reverend. I'll be back.
My God, why hast thou forsaken me?
Hey, ain't a man supposed to drink champagne on his wedding day?
That is the traditional custom.
Well, rustle me up a bottle, please. You can join us in a glass, Call. Hell, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be getting hits today.
What would it take for you to call off the wedding?
A twister blowing me away might do it. What are these funny words?
French. The French cowboys.
What if I offered to buy Holly from you?
She ain't for sale.
You sure?
Hell, I dig up something like that every time I stick a shovel in the ground. Tell you what I will do, though. I'll give you the catalog I got it from, and you can send off for one of your own.
It's Holly that I want.
So do I.
Call. Sure we can talk this over. I took her from Scar. I'll take her from you.
Hey, Luke.
Luke! Stop!
Senseless waste of good champagne.
Come on, let's get the girl and vamoose.
No. For the first time, getting married makes sense. I mean, once it's all legal, there ain't no way anybody can take her away from me. Let's go.
Come on.
She's changed her mind. I don't want to marry you, Luke.
You don't have nothing to say about it.
You leave her alone.
Let's get this straight. This wedding's taking place now.
And do you take this lovely lady to be your lawful wife?
Yeah, hurry it up.
And do you, lovely lady, take this, to be your husband?
I do.
I now pronounce you man and wife.
Let's go.
Hey, did I get to kiss the bride?
No.
That's a pity. She's very pretty.
Luke, you bastard! She's my wife now, Call. All legal and proper. Leave her, Luke!
I'll kill you, Mr. Call!
Son of a bitch. You want her? Keep coming. She'll be dead.
Don't shoot, Call!
Are you all right?
This is a very deep wound. You're in no condition to go after the Grissoms. There, you're done.
Well, it don't seem like anybody else is gonna try and help that girl.
She was legally married. There's nothing the law can do about it.
He hit me from behind. Nobody does that to me.
You do anything against the law, I'll have to come after you.
Go right ahead.
Anybody following?
No. And outside of that crazy cow, nobody will be. She's your property now. Anybody tries to take her away from us, well, we can shoot them fair and square.
Let's get to the camp. I can't wait to start the honeymoon.
Why wait?
Yeah. Why wait? You do as you're told from now on. Or it's the strap for you.
And hurry up, because I'm hot as a goat.
Hart. Hart. Hart's dead. Because of you.
It's not my fault.
Maybe you were something after all. I want you to go over there and get one of them horses and bring them back here.
I'll get shot.
Yeah, maybe. But if you don't, I'll shoot you for sure. Get going! A good wife does as she's told. Come on, mount up.
I don't want to do it again.
You done it right the first time, you wouldn't have to.
I feel like a rat.
Rosa, you misunderstand your job. You're not a rat. You're a rat catcher.
Well, if that were so, you'd be in a bag of rocks at the bottom of the river.
No, that's an unpleasant thought. I think men pay you for your services, which, remember, is exactly what I'm doing. Now get on with it. Rosa, you forgot something.
You think she'll come through this time?
She will if she knows what's good for her.
The Grissoms took the girl.
Mm-hmm. What do you propose to do about that?
Not much. Reverend Bantry married them fair and square. Call took after him, you know.
Well, I didn't think he'd take being christened like a ship too lightly.
Imagine a stoat like Luke Grissom gets himself a pretty girl.
And a gold mine.
And a gold mine.
And hard-working men like you and I.
Have to earn every penny we get.
Well, that's what the Reverend Bantry would call the mysterious hand of Holy Providence.
Hello?
What are you doing here?
Well, it's a public bathhouse, isn't it? And I'm feeling, dirty. Goodbye, Lau.
Goodbye, Lau.
It's my turn to do you. Why, Reverend Bantry, looks to me like your blood's circulating as fast as it can.
How long's she been in there now?
About an hour.
Knowledgeable woman can do a lot of damage in that time. Well, Rosa wrote the book. Oh, really? Let's just hope Bantry is as avid a student as you seem to be.
Mr. Mosby, Lau said you wanted to see us.
Well, it's not so much that I wanted to see you gentlemen as I thought it was important for the sake of the town that you see something else. And it pains me to have to be the one that shows you.
Where's that?
Amen.
Scar shot both them Grissoms. And I shot Scar.
Well, I guess that ends that. Except for one thing. As a legal married wife of Luke Grissom, you're his sole heir. The deed to the Grissom mining claim belongs to you. Now, Mr. Mosby has authorized me on his behalf to make a reasonable offer to take it off your hands. As a rich widow, you could land yourself a pretty decent husband.
Maybe I don't want one.
If I were you, I'd ask around and get some advice. Before I did anything.
Yes. I'll think about it, then I'll decide.
It's your choice.
Yes. It is my choice.
Not leaving us, are you, Reverend?
It's what you want, isn't it? To have your town back the way it was before I came here stirring things up? Too bad, really. For all its sins, I rather like this town.
So do I. Matter of fact, I have great plans. What is it the Bible says? Where there is no vision, the people perish.
Well, I prefer a kinder, more spiritual vision. There will be others, you know, after me. Not all of them will fall prey to their weakness.
Godspeed, Mr. Bantry.
He might have made a decent preacher. If it wasn't for us.
Yes. I know.
So, you scare him off?
That's what you paid for, weren't it?
How do I know you were successful? Damn!
Them used to belong to his right hand. I got a strong feeling he won't be bothering you no more.
You're worse than a savage.
Why are you so high and mighty? You paid me to get him off your tail, didn't you?
I didn't tell you to cut off anything.
Well, that's what it took. Now, where's my money? I got a feeling you got more than that. I'll just take the money. All of it.
You know, I got something I bet you'll like a lot better.
Thought I was a savage.
Well, you know, that's not always such a bad thing. You know, a woman in this part of the country, it's a dangerous proposition. Maybe you and me, we could be partners, you know? Ride together. Would you like that?
Something tells me you'd be a hard one to hold any trust to.
Me? Oh, you and me? With my charm and your grit, we could fleece this territory like nobody's ever seen. Piece of trash!
Easy now.
Keep your hands off my team.
Just trying to help out is all.
Won't be necessary.
Then I'll take my leave. Ma'am? She gonna live?
Be a damn shame if she didn't.
It might help if you gave her some air, Sheriff. Just passed out cold. Well, that probably had more to do with exhaustion than anything. Fortunately, her corset stayed deflected the bullet.
What? Where the devil am I?
You're in the town of Curtis Wells. Easy.
My name is Sheriff Peale. This is Dr. Cleese. This here's
The man who rescued me. Thank you, sir. My name is Amanda. Amanda Carpenter.
What happened to you, Miss Carpenter?
Oh, it's all such a blur.
Well, I understand that. But I don't care much for the notion of young ladies being attacked in my jurisdiction.
Thank you. Well, It was 2 or 3 days ago. Fellow I hired to drive me from Fort Benton to Burville. Well, he turned out to be a drinking man, so I was forced to leave him on the road. Anyhow, a short time after, another man flagged me down, and he appeared to be in great distress, so I stopped to help him. I mean, it was the Christian thing to do. And then he attacked me, and his gun went off, and I just feel lucky I got away with my life.
What did he look like?
He was, about 18. Young, fair-haired. He just looked like a farm boy. He didn't look dangerous.
Well, there's more to most people than what you think.
I'll send one of my men to take a look out that way.
Thank you, Sheriff. Is there someplace I can stay here in town?
Morning, Miss Amanda.
Morning.
How was your night? Is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable?
Clean sheets on the bed would be a nice touch.
Happy to oblige, ma'am. Mr. Mosby. Always a pleasure, sir. Can I be of assistance?
Miss Carpenter, welcome to Curtis Wells.
And you are?
Clay Mosby.
Well, Mr. Mosby, I see that you've discovered my name without the formality of an introduction.
Very little in this town escapes me.
Oh, so would I be correct in assuming you to be a busybody?
Hardly. In fact, I happen to be Curtis Wells' foremost benefactor.
Ooh, congratulations on achieving such a lofty station, Mr. Mosby.
Excuse me.
If you do me the honor, I'd like it very much if you'd join me this evening for dinner.
Oh, I thank you. Unfortunately, I'm not quite up to any socializing just yet.
Of course. Perhaps another time. May I inquire as to how long you intend to grace Curtis Wells with your charming presence?
Until your Dr. Cleese declares me fit to travel.
Well, if there's anything you need to make your stay more pleasant,
I'll let you know, sir.
well, I'll patiently await your request.
Good morning, Mr. Call.
Morning, ma'am. How's that wound?
Pretty good. We Carpenters are a sturdy lot. I must say, Curtis Wells is a delightful little town. Full of surprises.
So, who are you running from?
Excuse me?
Woman on a cross-country ride, gets shot at. Best I can figure, that's someone on the run.
Well, Mr. Call, you really shouldn't trouble yourself with my concerns.
Yeah, there's only two kinds of running. Running to or running from. I reckon Curtis Wells ain't exactly where you thought you'd end up.
Did you ever have occasion to just pick up and go? Looking for a new beginning?
I have.
So, were you running or starting over?
There ain't no shame in running. One day you gotta stop.
As you all know, Mrs. Grayson has decided not to return to our fair town. She's left instruction that we sell the Lonesome Dove at public auction. The rules of this auction are plain. No promissory notes, strictly cash on the barrelhead.
Let's just get on with it, shall we, Josiah?
Very well. Let's start the bidding at $4,000.
$3,000.
3,020.
$3,500.
3,600.
Sir?
3,750.
Hang it. 4,000 it is. Anyone prepared to best that?
Are there any other takers? Going once? Going twice?
$4,500.
$5,000.
5,500.
Mr. Mosby?
Yes, I just need to get a little more cash out of my safe.
Rules are cash on the barrelhead. No loans, no stalling.
Hang the rules. Just hadn't expected to pay such an exorbitant price is all.
My offer still stands, Mr. Peale.
Now, ain't I the legal owner of this place?
I beg your pardon?
Back when Mrs. Grayson first bought the hotel, she needed a partner.
You know damn well it was just a charade to get around the bank.
But I'm still the owner on paper.
His name's on the deed, all right.
Have you got an extra $50 in that there bag?
I sure do.
Well, if you give it to me, the place is yours.
Oh, this is outrageous.
I believe Miss Grayson will find hers a fair price.
Sold to Mrs.
Miss Amanda Carpenter. Thank you. I do hope we can offer you folks a pleasant repast. And if it's your taste, gentlemen, I have procured the finest whiskey available in the territory. Oh, my chef, my chairs, my table, my hotel. Thank you all for coming. Oh, I have embarrassed myself. How long have you been sitting there?
Long enough. Mosby been by to see you yet?
Nope. So, you coming to my festivities tonight?
I don't think so.
And why does that not surprise me? You know, Mr. Call, if it wasn't for you, none of this would have been possible.
The hell kind of horse is that?
It's a zebra. Picked him up in my travels.
Where's a creature like that hail from?
Boston. Well, I bought him in Boston. Actually, he comes from deepest, darkest Africa.
I guess you're done running.
I hope so, Mr. Call. So, what do you think? Think I can make a success out of this old place?
Ain't my place to say.
You know, I've been thinking about changing the name, though.
Don't.
Why not?
Just don't.
Well, Mr. Call, if there is something in this old name that touches your cold heart, I would be loath to change it.
You can save your rot gut for miners and trail hands, Mr. Nordquist. Now, where is my Scotch whiskey?
Miss Carpenter, she and I got talking. Next thing I know, she had me selling it to her. I don't know how she talked me into it. I asked her.
You gentlemen, please remind Mr. Nordquist with whom he should be conducting business in this town.
Miss Carpenter? Miss Carpenter! Where are you?
Yes, Mr. Mosby?
You just purchased some whiskey that I'd ordered, and I'd like it back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, but... This refresher?
Oh, that whiskey. Well, now, I didn't think a man of substance like you would begrudge me a few bottles.
I had this shipped in from San Francisco for my personal stock.
Oh, my, I am sorry. I apologize.
Oh, good. Then you'll return it.
Oh, no, I can't do that. You see, it's for my festivities tonight.
What do you mean? You're planning on serving whiskey here?
I plan on doing whatever it takes to keep my customers happy.
Well, no doubt you've got quite a talent in that area.
You'd be surprised.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you would. I can be very sophisticated.
It's also come to my attention, Miss Carpenter, that you have hired away 2 of the sporting club's finest whores.
Call me Amanda, please. And now, why is this your concern?
Our holdings in this town are considerable. And
Except for my hotel. Would you do me the pleasure of attending my little celebration tonight?
Well, of course I will. It is, after all, the only place in town I can get a glass of my own whiskey.
Until this evening, then, Mr. Mosby.
Please, call me Clay. Isn't that a shame?
Guess not raise the whole town, had I?
That's my horse, mister.
Not no more she ain't.
Cole, enough! Trying to steal my horse.
I said enough.
You want to do something useful? Put that son of a bitch in jail.
Now, you folks used to tell me my floors were clean enough to eat off of. Now nobody's wanting to even eat off my table. You know, occasionally, dumping the spittoons would be a lovely gesture, all right?
You! Oh, that bitch stole my horse. She attacked me on the road. She attacked me. Shut your mouth! At her!
You know this man, Miss Carpenter?
It's the man that attacked me. That's the man who shot me.
Don't you worry. He won't bother you again.
So you just eat, drink, and be merry. Have a good time.
Thank you for hiring me on, Miss Carpenter.
Oh, don't thank me, Mary Ann. Just do your best. Everybody deserves a fresh start in life. Huh. I can run tell Ike if he can't do any better than that, he best pack his bags. Oh, well, I didn't see you come in. Lost in the crowd, I imagine.
Sheriff Peale tells me he's apprehended the man who attacked you.
Yes, yes, he did, thank the good Lord. So you, enjoying your whiskey?
Yes, and no one is here will give me ample reason to visit in the future.
I'm so glad.
What the hell is this? You with a gambling business now as well?
Oh, really, Clay? It's just a friendly little card game.
For the moment. Next thing I know, you'll have a casino in here.
Hardly, Clay. I would never infringe upon your territory.
See that you don't.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
What are you talking about?
Marked.
You weasel.
That won't be necessary. Return his money.
Do like she says. You heard me.
Sir. Now the rest of you gentlemen just divvy up this money. And from now on, there will be no further card playing in here. Thank you, Sheriff. And thank you for this afternoon. It does my heart good to know that hooligan's in jail. So, what's gonna happen to him?
Well, he'll remain in jail for the time being.
Here in town?
Well, he'll stand trial in Fort Benton by week's end.
Will I have to testify? I mean, I just don't think I can muster up the courage to face them.
No, that won't be necessary. Ethan Tanner is a miscreant of the highest order. There's paper on him from here to the Rockies.
I feel safe knowing you're around, Sheriff Peale. would it be improper of me to offer you a drink on the house?
I'm sorry, ma'am. There'll be no serving whiskey on these premises. There's a $50 tax, and until that's paid up, this room is dry.
Now, would I be wrong in assuming that this tax came into being as recently as, oh, say, this morning? If Mr. Mosby expects you to shut me down, I'll just let you make the announcement to my guests.
Well, I suppose we could wait until tomorrow.
I love a man who marches to his own drum. Liddy, oh, dear. This dress, well, it's just not what I had in mind. Maybe next time we'll more.
Miss Carpenter, you've done wonders with this old place. Congratulations.
Thank you, Josiah. If I may be so bold. Dr. Cleese. Oh, excuse me.
My, you are vision.
Frank.
Well, aren't you going to introduce me to a fine new friend?
Certainly. My charming dance partner is Mr. Unbob.
Finch.
Finch.
Howdy.
And our illustrious mayor of Curtis Wells is Mr. Josiah Peale, and his son, Austin Peale, the sheriff.
Unfortunate accident. Pleasure to meet you, Cheryl. Hope she hasn't been causing any mischief in town.
No, she's been a ray of sunshine.
It's so like my little sister.
I was afraid you'd turn up one day, Frank. I just didn't count on it being quite this soon. Oh, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. 'Cause that was the last time.
Well, you owe me a hell of a lot more than a farewell roll in the hay.
Frank, I told you, I did not tell him to do that. Honest.
Honest? Now, that's a strange word coming from you. Got a sweet setup here. Yeah, since you decided to invest our money in this hotel, I think we might as well work it a while, make the best of it. After all, it is a family business.
Why'd you tell him you were my brother?
Well, you rather I told him that I was your partner in crime? Is that what you want, Providence?
I don't answer to that name anymore. It's Amanda.
Amanda. That's right, pretty. Where'd you come up with that one?
It's my real name. I'm going straight, Frank. I'm not grifting anymore. I just want to run this hotel.
I swear, you're getting so good you almost got yourself calm.
I mean it, Frank. I just want a normal life. Frank, it's over between us.
Over! You run off with every nickel we got, send a man to cut off half my hand, and then expect me just to disappear? I believe that I take this partnership a little bit more seriously than you do.
How many times I gotta tell you I didn't tell him to hurt you?
It's all right. It's all right. I can live without a couple fingers. No, I can't live without you.
I best make myself presentable. I have a hotel to run.
You can make a real go of it here, Amanda. Well, there's cowboys to rook, miners to fleece. Yeah, after we pick it clean, we can sell our hotel for a tighter profit and move on. I remember this. I believe you bought this in New Dayton. Or was it Three Rivers.
Bastard! Ow! Damn you, Frank!
Mr. Call.
Are you all right?
You make a habit of kicking my sister's door in?
No.
Thank you for your concern, though.
Just a little family spat, that's all.
Yeah, my brother Frank here arrived last night, unexpectedly.
You got a watchdog on the chain already, huh? You really do work fast.
I want you out of my life.
You're never gonna cut me loose again. Not ever. You and me are a team.
You plan on staying here long, Mr. Carpenter?
Well, Mr. Mail, Curtis Wells is a fine town. I think I'll stay. Amanda, bring us another round of sherry, will you?
Oh.
On the house, of course.
Well, Mr. Carpenter, you certainly are a devil.
On the contrary, madam, I believe it is you who is corrupting us.
Oh.
Now, right, Mr. Mail?
That's right.
Mr. Carpenter.
Still Sullivan liquor, I see.
Well, it'll take more than $50 to drive me away, Mr. Mosby.
If I wanted you out of town, Miss Carpenter, I could be considerably more persuasive. On the other hand, if you're cooperative and don't interfere with my affairs, I see no reason why we can't remain neighborly.
Amanda, you're gonna introduce me to your gentleman friend?
Clay Mosby, this is Frank Carpenter, my brother.
Really? Well, Mr. Carpenter, your sister's a woman of considerable charm.
Isn't she just?
We'll continue this conversation another time.
I've certainly met your share of friends here in this town.
She hired me to get a fella off her ass, then she busted my head open and left me lying in the dirt.
That little lady? I don't think so.
It's gospel truth, Sheriff.
Is that so? I suppose she told you to steal that horse, too.
I wouldn't be needing no horse if it weren't for her. She's a snake. Her and that fellow were mixed up in some bad business.
I've had a change of heart. We all gonna leave this place.
I'm not leaving.
You will do as you were told.
Miss Carpenter.
Come in, Sheriff. What can I do for you?
Well, I've given some thought about how best to deal with this situation if the rounder who attacked you on the road. I will need you to make a court appearance in Fort Benton after all.
He's here? Why didn't you tell me?
Frank, he's locked up. He can't harm me anymore. Sheriff, I told you everything. You even have my written statement.
Yes, I know. I believe it'd be more convincing if you told the judge in person. I'm sorry to disturb the two of you.
That bastard's here, the one who cut me. Does he know about us?
Don't worry, Frank.
He is a lawman. He's already sniffing around.
I'll take care of it. I promise.
You want me to dig the bullet out of his head tonight?
That's right. Looks like a small caliber gun. I'll need to see the bullet to be sure. Those are powder burns. That means he was shot from close up.
What are you trying to prove, Austin?
Go back to bed, Call. This is official business.
It doesn't look like a farm boy to me.
That's right, he don't. Who said he looked like a farm boy?
Amanda. She says she was attacked by a kid with fair hair. Hell, I wouldn't stop to piss on this fellow if he was on fire.
Why would she bother lying?
Don't ask me. Sounds like official business.
This is preposterous.
I'm just saying that if someone attacked my sister, I don't know what I'd do.
Well, I would not take the law into my own hands.
No. Where were you at 3 in the morning?
I was at the sporting house up the road.
All night?
Yes, all night. You can ask a little girl by the name of Selena.
Oh, I know her well. I'll do that. Well?
Miss Mattie said it probably come from a Derringer.
You own a Derringer, Mr. Carpenter?
No, I do not.
No, of course not. A tiny gun like that's made for more delicate hands, isn't it? So tell me, does Amanda own one?
Amanda wouldn't touch a gun. She's scared to death of guns.
No. Go get Mosby.
Who is it?
Just have to have a little look around your room, if you don't mind.
I do mind. You have no right to invade my privacy.
The man you accused of attacking you was killed last night.
How can that be? He's still locked up.
A mere formality.
Apparently he was shot with a Derringer.
This yours?
Yes, but
I'm sorry.
Frank, don't let him do this. Frank. Clay, please. I didn't shoot anybody. Clay, please.
Lock her up.
Let's go.
No! No!
I realize the accommodations are not up to your usual standards.
Isn't your visit time about up?
I could bust you out of here. We've been on our way.
Yeah, and I'd be under your thumb again.
Well, a woman with a price on her head on the run needs all the friends she can get.
You really are out of your mind.
But I'm not the one in jail. And you can stay here for all I care. Though it would be a shame if they hanged you. Sheriff, I know she's repentant. If you could find a way in your heart to... What the hell's going on?
You're free to go.
What?
I'm letting you out on the understanding that you won't run off while the sheriff here investigates. Agreed?
Thank you, Mr. Mosby. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mosby.
This matter's far from over.
So what's to be the price of my freedom?
Yeah. Settle your nerves.
My hotel. That's it, huh? My hotel for my life.
You're not free yet.
I didn't kill him.
The evidence indicates otherwise. Question is, why would your own brother set you up? You may have my sheriff wrapped around your pretty little finger, but I am not so easily toyed with.
He's not my brother.
You love him?
But a long, long time ago. Honest, Clay, really.
Well, whoever he is, his whorehouse story didn't wash.
I've been running from him for 6 months, and he kept catching up with me. He wouldn't quit. So finally I hired Tanner to shake him off my trail, and Tanner went too far.
You mean the fingers?
I just wanted him out of my life, is all. I just wanted a fresh start.
And what if Frank were to disappear?
You would have my gratitude, everlasting. Well, hello.
hell's going on here?
What made you think you could just come into my town and start shooting men in my jail?
Oh, you're crazy. I would never...
Tanner's no loss. Saddle trash like him's a dime a dozen, but to hide behind a woman's skirts just to save your own neck. That's what I call a hanging offense. Boys.
Providence! Dear God, don't let him hang me! Don't let him hang me!
You aim to hang him?
You got a problem with that?
Nope.
Yes, we can. Providence! Providence!
Oh, for God's sake, act like a man. Not gonna get another chance. Well, give my regards to St. Peter. My men are gonna escort you as far as the Badlands, Mr. Carpenter. Next time I see your face in my town, that rope's gonna be tied off. Right? He won't bother you again.
I'll close up, Ike. You go ahead and call it a night.
Sure, ma'am. Good night to you.
Night. Out for the evening, Mr. Call?
You never should have done it.
What? Let Mosby scare Frank out of town?
Let Mosby help you.
Well, now, I didn't have an awful lot of choice in the matter.
You never killed that fella. You know, there's few enough folks Mosby don't control around here, and I was just kind of hoping you'd be one of them.
Well, now, our Mr. Mosby doesn't always get everything he wants. He wanted this hotel, didn't he?
Now we don't need it no more. He's got you. Ma'am?
Good night, Carson. Carson? Carson, I don't pay you to drink.
Ike? Ike, is that you?
You ever get one of them itches? Right in the middle of your back, and you rub up against the wall and you think it's gone, but it comes back.
Let him go, Frank.
Sorry. Can't do that. Mr. Mosby is a dangerous person when he's got 3 or 4 men to back him up, let alone he can't defend himself against a man with one hand.
Frank, no!
Got it!
My, she's a piece of work, isn't she? She can make a man do anything she wants. All she gotta do is flash those sweet baby blues and we hop, Do it like fleas on dogs.
Frank, you win, all right? I'll go away with you. We'll leave tonight. Just let him go.
She give you any? Oh, my sweet Lord. That woman can love. She'll do things to you no whore's ever gonna do. You lay with her, you be made into a man everlasting. But you ain't gonna ever see that. No, I ain't just gonna kill him. Where's the fun in that? You know, you had me going this afternoon. You truly did. I look up them leaves on the trees. I think myself, dear Lord, that is the last thing I'm gonna see. Ever. Ladies first. Born under a lucky star. That's my girl. Take a good look at her, Mosby. And say goodbye. Your turn.
No, Frank, please. Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. We'll leave this town tonight. Just you and me. It'll be just like old times. Please, Frank.
Good girl. Good girl. Let's try it again.
Frank, just go ahead and kill him.
Now, what are you up to?
He had no right to humiliate you like that today. He just did it to own me.
Nobody owns me! Just shoot him!
Damn!
Frank, let me do it. Come on, let me do it. Now, what could be more fun than you being the last thing that he sees? Come on, let him look at you. You stand over there. Frank, remember how I was lucky I used to always be at roulette, right? Real lucky. Bye-bye, sugar. Just stayed away.
What would you have done if you'd fired on an empty chamber?
Risk I had to take. He'd have killed us both anyway.
I don't doubt that. You're a dangerous woman, Amanda.
Only when cornered.
I meant that as a compliment.
I know. Clay, I truly want to live a good life.
It appears that you have that chance.
Providence.
Suppose it is.
Heard tell you saved Mosby's life.
Suppose I did.
Ain't that a damn shame?
Mr. Call, I am here to stay. And no matter what you think of me, that fella that died last night, he's a lot worse than I am.
That's so.
That's so.
Guess time will tell.
Ike, look alive. We got us a customer in here.
Damn payroll gets bigger every day. I never realized I had so many men on salary.
You're the one who wanted to start his own mine.
The road to statehood is paved in copper. A year from now, this town, double its size.
Well, providing you don't go belly up in paying wages. How is it you expect to compete with an outfit like Halcyon?
Austin, one day the Halcyon Mining Corporation will be a forgotten page in Montana history. In fact, if we've hit the vein I think we have, won't be long before the railroad comes to us, begging on bended knee.
Well, hopefully it'll bring a better class of people. I'm sick of these damn miners.
Hard-working men need to cut loose every now and then.
Every night, you mean. They're stacking up in my jail like cordwood. And every morning you spring them so they can work your mine.
You're the law, Austin. To keep the peace, you wouldn't have to lock them up.
I intend to.
Hey, when you brush it this way, it's smooth, and when you brush it the other way, it's bumpy. It's like having two jackets.
Unbob, keep your hands off of that.
I'm buying that jacket. Now, that's so you don't sell it to nobody else. I make an extra running water down the mine for Mr. Dooley and them.
Unbob, get a move on now.
Yes, Mr. Dooley, I'll be back for that jacket.
You pay for what you're taking?
Yes. As far as I know, our money's as good as yours, Sheriff.
Damn immigrants. Gotta watch them all the time. Give me some of that foot powder.
Sold out.
Come on now, move down. Hey, Call. If you're through warming that bench, I got a job for you.
Such as?
Now, Mosby will be wanting us to move the ore into the railhead next week. Use a man like you to ride shotgun for me.
Ain't interested in Mosby money.
You are one lazy son of a bitch. You know that.
I don't have to work. I get paid every time you and I sit down to a game of cards.
Don't get cocky now. Tonight, I'm going to even the score.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You be watching.
Over this way.
This wall could go at any time.
Can't be. I just barred down here.
Last I checked, Mr. Dooley, I was the one with the foreman job, not you. I say this shaft is unstable.
You could be right, Dooley.
Shut your gob and light the lamp.
I can't hardly see nothing.
The dummy shouldn't be down here.
Leave the man be, Zander.
What was that?
It's just the earth having a stretch, is all.
Mr. Griffin, the powder man, said I should bring you down some water.
Never mind. I'm going topside. Come on.
We'll never make the day's quarter now. Mosby is mad as a hornet.
Let me worry about Mosby. Too many strange things been happening down here.
Like spooky strange?
Hey, you go on up, Unbob. I forgot something. We were lucky to get Reinhardt out in one piece, Mr. Mosby. The mine's just not safe.
Well, I'm sorry for Mr. Reinhardt's situation. I'm not about to let a minor cave-in scare me into shutting down.
We still have to check out the timbers, clear out the backfill. It would take at least a week.
A week? That's out of the question. I mean, the oil shipment needs to meet the train at the railhead on the 25th.
Well, I don't see how that's going to be possible.
Listen, I don't want excuses. I want action. Now, what's that going to take?
Even if I could keep the second drift open, I'd have to pull men off the sorting detail to repair the damage from the cave-in. It'd still set us back.
Mr. Zando, that mine stays in full operation. And my copper's going to be on that train. Understand?
It's not safe to go back down. That's all there is to it. It's a death trap, I tell you. Reinhardt, isn't that so?
Any man who risks his life down there is a fool.
Not worth it.
Mosby don't give a damn what happens to us. I say we refuse to work until that mine is proved stable.
Is that what you told the boys about the Bell mine, Dooley?
I'll hear none of that, Griffin. We're talking about here and now.
So am I. Who's gonna put food on our table while we wait Mosby out?
The boy's right.
This job's risky, but it's better than no job at all.
You go back down, Griffin. You're not coming up again. We have to stand together, lads. Or Mosby will have us pounding rock day and night for a crust of bread.
Since when do you speak with a lot of us?
I've worked in mines from Wales to Nova Scotia. And I'm telling you, we have to stand together.
A stern speech, Mr. Dooley. You're a regular Abraham Lincoln. Listen, I know we've had a temporary setback, but we can't let that stop us. This is about more than a mine, gentlemen. This is about the future of Curtis Wells. A place where you can set down roots, raise a family. Without that mine, this town will crumble.
We're not going back down, Mr. Mosby. Not till it's safe.
You know, the good people at Halcyon would just love to see us fail. Love it. Now, why is that? I'll tell you why. Because they know that we can slay the giant, that's why.
What's in it for us, Mr. Mosby? You want us to go back down there? Well, you're gonna have to sweeten the pot.
I already pay a decent wage.
I hear the competition got a new strike up near Bozeman Way. They're paying half again what you shell out.
Well, I will pay double current wage to any able-bodied worker that is willing to step forward to keep this mine in operation.
Count me in. Well, Mr. Mosby, sir. You can't send just anybody down a mine shaft.
Of course. Well, we'll check for university degrees first. Come tomorrow morning, we're going to repair that damaged shaft and get back to business as usual. Mr. Zander, supervise the hiring.
Oh! Hey! Aren't you going down the mines, too? There's a lot of money Mosby's paying. But he needs his call. Mosby needs us.
Leave me alone, Unbob.
But he said the town would crumble, eh?
Well, that's just him talking. Can't you tell the difference?
But I think it would be good if you was to...
Work the damn mine, if that's what you want to do. Stay down there. Sleep down there for all I care.
Get the hell out of my hotel and stay out!
Now, Miss Amanda, we were just having a little discussion, that's all.
Griffin, you clear out of here before I ventilate your skull.
Boy, your eyes sure light up real pretty when you're ready to kill a man. Did you know that?
That's it. That's it.
All right. Amanda, what the hell is going on in here?
You and your damn copper mine. This town was bad enough before. Now half the town's going crazy thanks to you. They're a bunch of animals.
Oh, well. Thanks to those animals, your business has never been so good.
Well, it's hardly worth it. Look at this mess. They sleep with their muddy boots on. They eat with their hands. They come and go all hours of the day and night, stinking of stale beer and sweat.
Oh, all right. Now, I'll have a word with the foreman. They'll get a good talking to.
Talking to? Clay, they're not naughty schoolboys. They're... my best china. I had this sent in from San Francisco.
All right. Tally up the damages, and I'll see you compensate.
How's it going at the mine these days?
Just when are you up so early?
You got more people down there than you know what to do with.
It's pitiful. Got people climbing over each other like rats in a hole. Most of them don't know their ass from a pickaxe. Men, women working in such close quarters. Ain't right, I tell you.
Mosby don't give a dang so long as the copper keeps churning out.
That may well be, but it's only a matter of time till something hits the skids down there. I told him. He won't listen. Puts me in a bad position.
That's his favorite thing to do. Why don't you just get the hell out of it, walk away?
I'm in too deep, Call. Too many people relying on me. Wish me luck. Come on.
Roads are all torn up. Tent town's a mess.
Stores can't keep up with demand for provisions and supplies.
We got us a boom town on our hands. That's what we got.
You're the mayor. Pass a law keeping the miners out of town limits.
We just shift the problem someplace else.
Suits me just fine.
Give this matter some serious consideration.
I'm feeling generous, Call. How about one on the house?
No, thank you.
Well, allow me to accept that drink on Newt's behalf, Mr. Call's behalf. After all, I am his benefactor of sorts, his moral supervisor. Thank you.
Mr. Mosby, they're bringing up bodies. I don't know who's still down there. There are women down there, Mr. Mosby. Well, he's just a boy.
Josiah, go help Cleese! Come on, people down there, quickly! Come on!
Walter, go to the Lonesome Dove and get Amanda to get sheets, blankets, whatever she's got. Go!
Quick, come on!
Austin! It's a disaster out there. 15, 20 people dead. Women and children. Go on! It's gonna be all right! Go on!
Get over there and boil up some water. We need some hot down.
Ike, you seen Unbob? You all right?
Stop bringing them in here. I can only take so many.
You don't save them, they don't get saved.
What if I can't help?
Pick the ones that got the best chance.
Bring me some bandages. Get me a drink.
Benny! Has anyone seen Benny?
Xander! What the hell happened out there?
Just what I was afraid would happen. I told you, you greedy bastard. Now look what you've done.
Now, hold on. Those people knew the risks involved.
No! No, they did not. Those men from your town, those women went down there thinking about double wages. Just what the hell did you expect would happen?
Well, are you telling me that you had inexperienced people handling explosives, lighting fuses? Is that how this happened?
This is on your head, not mine.
This was an accident. A careless, senseless accident, and if anything, you're responsible.
What are you doing? Why are you bringing him here?
He needs a bed.
Then take him to the doctor. Oh.
You won't have to put up with him for long.
Put him in the first room.
I know it hurts, Matthew, but you have to try to cooperate.
No!
Josiah! Josiah! Hold his leg. Here.
What?
Here.
What are you gonna do?
It's compound fracture. Tibia shattered. I have to amputate.
Amputate?
Let's occupy him. Let's talk to him.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
But I have something a little more optimistic.
Here. Bite down on this.
You ain't gonna cut off my leg, you damn butcher. I'll murder you.
It has to be done. It has to be done.
Every family has its share of murders, you know. Even the Peale family. Why, Jedediah Peale was a calm-looking man. He had a habit of chewing on the end of his mustache, which was a sign, of course, of aberrant behavior to come. He's out.
Thank God.
Can I have everyone's attention just for a moment? I'm very sorry about the accident, but I want you all to know that you will be compensated for your losses.
Compensated? You son of a bitch. This is all your fault. Dooley was right. It wasn't safe down there.
Does anybody know what caused it?
You did. And I wish to God you had been down in that mine.
When I was first working with dynamite, I was scared out of my mind. And then I got to like the excitement, danger. I'm dying, aren't I?
No.
Then why am I here? Why ain't the doc seeing to me? Bring me a mirror.
I don't have one, Griffin.
Pretty lady like you. You should have seen it, Amanda. That fireball would have lit your face like 1,000 candles.
Hold up.
Who? He's all dead.
Unbob.
Come on, Cole. He's gone.
Unbob. You damn fool! Unbob, wake up! Wake up! Come on! Wake up! Damn it, Call! Done loco! Come on, Unbob. Do you hear me?
Quit banging on my chest.
You all right?
But my chest is sore where he was hitting me.
He was dead. I know it.
I was dead?
You might want to think about leaving town for a while. Just till things cool down. People are starting to talk.
About what? About lynching me in my own town, is that it?
15 men are dead. You sent them down that mine. Who do you think they're gonna blame?
It was an accident, for God's sake. What the hell do they want from me? I'm gonna compensate the families. I told them I'd take care of them.
Well, maybe that's not enough. What if you can't buy your way out of this one?
You're really enjoying this, aren't you, Austin? Well, you keep this in mind. When our leader gets impeached, his cabinet goes down with him.
Ah, there he is, Mosby, the man of the hour.
You was wrong. How does it feel to be so wrong, Mosby?
If I was you, I'd hang myself with a sign around my neck saying, "Forgive me for the death of my brothers."
That's enough.
You think you can brush this all away?
I said that's enough! I'm not responsible for this. You hear me? I am not responsible.
This ain't such a good idea, Mr. Mosby. This whole place could come down around our ears.
Is this where the blast occurred?
Yes, sir. I suppose.
Damn it, Ike, you need to be certain.
Yes, sir. It was right around here.
All right, now, you just tell me everything that you remember. Every detail.
Well, we was working, chipping away at the walls, shoulder to shoulder. There's too many men in here, Mr. Mosby, way too many.
Go on.
Well, like I said, we was hammering away. And then, all of a sudden, boom, the whole place started coming down on us. You could feel the heat of the blast before it come rolling down the tunnel. Lamps all blew out. Timbers was on fire. All I could see was faces, hands, feet. Everyone screaming, clawing at each other to get the hell out of here.
Was there no warning at all? I mean, didn't you know there was blasting going on down here?
It wasn't supposed to be. It was cleared the people out when the blasting went on.
Oh, wasn't supposed... Why were there explosives down here in the first place?
It wasn't supposed to be.
You leaving us, Mr. Dooley?
Halcyon's hiring at the Bozeman claim. There's no future here.
We know all about the Bell mine, Dooley.
I had nothing to do with the Bell explosion. I was cleared of all charges.
Then why are you in such a hurry to leave us?
I told you I got another job.
No one else would hire you, Dooley. I done you a favor bringing you here, God help me.
You can't prove nothing. I weren't even there.
Of course not. By the time that blast went off, you were long gone.
Those men were your brothers.
Are you looking for someone to blame, Mr. Zander? Why weren't you down there when it went? Why would I want to kill men when it was me warning them they could get hurt? It don't make no sense.
Lock that son of a bitch up!
Mr. Peale! I was dead! I was dead!
Amanda.
I need some whiskey.
Really? What a coincidence. So do I. Yeah, join me.
Thank you. No, it's not for me.
Oh, well, in that case, there's plenty of red-eye downstairs. You get Carson to give you a bottle with my compliments.
Clay, I really need the good stuff.
Really? What are you, entertaining some important dignitary?
A dying man, one of the miners. Man's last drink ought to be something special, huh? Hope you don't mind.
Never imagined you'd care so much about easing somebody else's pain.
Why's that?
Oh, forgive me, hon. I meant no offense here. Take it.
Thank you. Clay, are you all right?
The angel of mercy spreads her wings again. I'm fine. I just haven't slept in 72 hours is all.
I better go.
Oh, don't forget to give me that list of damages to your plates. Please don't put me in the ground. Shoot me into the sky inside a cannon. He's 3 loads. More than you said. But I wanted it to be bigger. Bigger than anyone has seen.
Griffin,
Please don't look at me like that. Wasn't it so glorious? Don't worry, Amanda. No one knows. No one knows. I don't want to die.
We've all had a shock, Unbob. We can't just carry on as though nothing happened.
But I got to see to the undertaking. Miss Mattie's not around. I got a lot of digging to do.
Sit down. Here. Sit down. Here you go.
This used to be a newspaper office?
That's right.
Does that work?
No, not for a long time.
We ought to fix it.
I don't have any interest in it anymore. It didn't do any good.
Who's that?
Just someone who died. There's something I want to ask you about.
About the explosion? I don't know nothing about the explosion. I never touched nothing.
It's not about the explosion. What did it feel like to be dead?
Like I weren't even there. It was very quiet and cold. Like nothing. Like a whole lot of nothing.
That's all?
Did I say something wrong, Mr. Peale? Mr. Peale? I'm going, okay?
That was one hell of a day, Call.
You pulled more men out of there than anyone. Wouldn't you like to make a little cash at Mosby's expense? There's a ton of equipment left down that mine. I figure you and me, we tote it out, sell it to the halcyon outfit.
I ain't no thief.
It ain't thieving. It's salvage. You suit yourself. Wouldn't have pegged Dooley for the blow-up, would you?
You went down there. What'd you find?
Nothing much. One hell of a mess.
What made Mosby so sure it was Dooley?
He and Xander got to talking about it. Turns out, old Dooley did something like this 10 years back. Set off 2 carts of explosives at the Bell Mine.
Funny it took Xander so long to figure it out.
So this Griffin is involved?
I'm not saying he did it. It's just that he's been talking real strange, like about how much he likes the smell of smoke and fiery flames and how much he likes explosions, and he just...
Amanda, what the hell are you trying to say?
Clay, he's probably just crazy from the pain. He didn't say he did it. It's just, I thought you should know.
Griffin, wake up. Amanda, why are you walking with Dooley? She said she wouldn't leave me till I died. Did you do it? I wish. 15 people are dead. Pity you weren't down there with us. That explosion. So bright. So bright.
Clay, stop it! Stop it!
Tell me! Talk to me! Did you do it?
You want somebody else to blame for this, but you won't find him. You could have waited. You could have waited and made sure it was safe. But you had to keep your precious copper coming, didn't you? You sent those men back down. An accident or no, they didn't come back up.
Xander.
Call. Looking for me?
Was wondering what you thought of Dooley. Think he did it?
Oh, Mosby had him arrested, I guess so.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, you know he had his hand in something like this up at the Bell Mine about 10 years ago.
Yeah?
I hope they keep that mine closed forever.
Mosby's got a lot of blood on his hands.
What about you? What's next for you? Looks like you're ready to pull out.
Oh, there's no future here, that's for damn sure. I hear they're looking for a foreman up at the coal mine at Deer Lodge. I thought I might give that a go.
Why don't you head up to the Halcyon outfit in Bozeman? That's where most of the others are going.
No, I could never work for that bunch.
Halcyon must be glad to have Mosby out of business. Takes care of a lot of their troubles.
It's probably true.
It's good that son of a bitch is shut down. 15 men dead. It's a high price to pay for any man's failure.
Ain't that the truth? God help us. All right, get out of here, Call. I gotta finish packing, clean up, and you and me are gonna have us a farewell drink or three.
Yeah? Yeah, we'll do that.
Who is it? What do you want?
I come to congratulate you.
Why?
Catching old Dooley for blowing up your mine. Guess he's gonna stand trial.
In due course.
I'd take a long, hard look at that before I did anything.
Halcyon.
You recognize the man on the left?
Santa.
Chances are he's still on the Halcyon payroll. He's about to pull up stakes and go.
Thank you.
For what? The hell does it matter who lit the fuse? Doesn't matter.
I'll be leaving right after the church service.
Meet with the people at Halcyon?
How dare you even think of attending that funeral? You wouldn't back off, you damn fool.
And for that, you sent women and children to their graves.
Something went wrong. It was set to blow during the shift change. No one was supposed to get hurt.
I guess you made a mistake.
You can't touch me, Mosby.
The Halcyon people know what went on down there. They sanctioned it.
Well, they will answer to this as well.
They'll eat you alive.
One way or another, you are not walking away from here.
Put that away. You can't stop me.
I may have set the charges, but you lit the fuse.
You shut your mouth.
Halcyon's so well connected, senators, congressmen. They'll crush you. You and your pissant little town don't mean squat to them by the time they're through with you.
the door was open. You gonna do the service?
I don't know.
You're the only one who can. Before, when we was talking about being dead, I didn't tell you the rest. After the quiet part,
You saw a light far away. And as you got closer, your hands touched something soft. You felt like something was gently pulling at your fingers, like water lapping on a shore. You felt the warmth of the sun. And you saw his face. God's face.
I got a body in the hotel.
A body?
Griffin, one of the miners. They brought him in a dying man, and he died.
Well, I'll tell Unbob. Now, Mosby sure got folks stirred up. The situation's blown up in his face in more ways than one. You know, if he doesn't sell all that ore he's mined, he could lose his shirt.
Why you telling me all this, Sheriff?
Just making conversation, that's all.
Thinking of the town? Being a good citizen, that it?
Something like that. I'd just like you to know that if there's some changes around here, I'll be around to protect your interests.
Austin Peale. Man of the people, huh?
You could look at it like that. Things could change, Amanda. Supposing they do. Where would you stand?
I never backed the weak horse, Sheriff. Goes against my instinct.
Oh, wait!
That works for you.
I got something for you. Present.
It ain't my birthday.
It's to thank you for saving my life.
I didn't save you. You woke up is all.
But you gotta take it.
No, you keep it.
All right.
Looks the same out there, Austin. Like nothing ever happened.
I suppose so.
I appreciate you sticking by me, despite what people were saying.
Well, folks know it wasn't your fault.
Seem to know what people are thinking even before they think it themselves. That's quite a talent.
It's over now. They'll forget soon enough.